Hi everyone, and welcome to The Knot. Your wedding invitations are an essential part to the wedding planning process. They provide your guests with crucial information like time, date, venue, registry info, and much more. So it's natural to still have questions regarding your wedding invitations. And today's video is all about addressing your most pressing wedding invite related questions. When should we send out wedding invitations? Traditionally, invitations go out 6 to 8 weeks before the wedding, which gives the guests plenty of time to clear their schedules and make travel arrangements. If it's a destination wedding, give guests more time and send them out 3 months ahead of the wedding. Also, it is a great idea to send out save the date cards 6 to 8 months before the wedding so that their guests can hold the day in their calendar before getting all the details. When should we make the deadline for RSVPs? Make your RSVP date 2 to 3 weeks before your wedding date to allow enough time to get a final head count to your vendors and to finalize your seating chart. If some guests still haven't responded by your deadline, give them a quick call and ask for them to mail their RSVPs so you have all their information. Where do we include information about our wedding website? Your wedding website should be included on your save the date. You can also include the web address in the formal invitations with an insert, like a small card, that informs guests they can find more details online. Should we include our registry info on our invitations or save the dates? Including registry info on the wedding invitations or save the dates is considered impolite because it can give the impression you're asking for gifts. But go ahead and put your registry info directly on your wedding website. For example, the Knot all-in-one registry allows you to include links from all of the places you are registered. We're having an adults-only wedding, no kids. How can we make sure this is clear to our guests? Address your invitations to each guest by name, not and guest. And guests should understand that the invite is meant for only those mentioned. If you find that some reply with their children's names added, give them a call and explain you're having an adults-only wedding and you hope they can still attend. Also, you can always add the adult-only policy on your wedding website. How do we let guests know about our dress code? The easiest way is to include a dress code in the lower right-hand corner of the invite or in a reception card. Black tie, cocktail attire, or casual attire are all acceptable wordings. You could also use your invitation design. For example, formal letterpress in fancy calligraphy or bright colors and playful fonts to give guests a hint to the formal nature of the event. Where do you put the return address on wedding invitations? The return address usually goes on the back flap of the envelope. Also, the return address used should be that of the person whom you've designated to receive response cards. For example, maybe your parents. Don't forget that the RSVP envelope should also be printed with this address and should include postage. If our wedding reception is for immediate family only, is it okay to invite people to the ceremony only? This is a tricky question. Standard etiquette dictates that everyone who attends the ceremony should be invited to the reception. By inviting guests to one and not the other, it could send the message that you want them there for the actual ceremony, but you either don't want to pay for their plate at the party or you don't care enough to have them there to actually celebrate your newlywed status. I invited my friend and their significant other to the wedding, but they recently broke up. Now they want to bring a friend I don't like. Can I tell them no? If you worded the invitation by having their partner's name on the envelope rather than "and guest," you have every right to say no. As a rule, invitations are non-transferable when people are invited by name. Explain that you'd prefer the wedding to be limited to close friends and family. See? Wedding invitations don't have to be a challenge. Trust me, I know it can be stressful at first, but it gets easier. Just remember, communication is key when it comes to your invitations. So all the proper information is included and your guests know exactly what to expect. I hope you found all these tips helpful. Make sure to subscribe to the Knots channel for more videos where we answer your most pressing questions regarding wedding planning.